Alright.
Start the Q&A, I guess.
Here we go. Question 1. Why did you let AJ back into the fact after all the shit he's put with you?
He really didn't put me in through too much, honestly, because I think I put him through a lot, and I won't say he was begging me, but I honestly just couldn't live without him because he was just a really good friend of mine, and I didn't want to lose him, so that's the reason why I invited him back.
Alright, here's question 2, which I get from a lot of people. How did you get rich so fast?
Well, it's because I started the server earlier than you. I bet you weren't on the server when they actually had the reset, but I was on there grinding like about 24/7 pretty much. I would just find sand biomes, then I'd mine up all the sand because back then sand was nerfed, and you could sell about a stack for $70, and that's how I afforded a skeleton spawner, and then I started selling all of those bones and stuff. And then I got to a blaze spawner, and then I saved up and got a creeper spawner. And then after I got a ton of gunpowder, I bought myself a slime.
Alright, nice. Now here's the second question I hear from most people.
Don't you mean the third?
Yeah, the third. That's the second common question I heard a lot. When was the first time you met with Legcat?
Eliel, I can't even remember. It was before the reset. Do you mean in like a Skype call or on actual the actual Prime MC server?
The server.
Well, it was before the reset back then, and I used to own one of the biggest grinders on the server. So Lowcat was just all like, "Hey, you're pretty rich. Do you maybe want to talk and stuff like that?" We used to be enemies back then, so it was kind of fun talking to my enemy, and that's pretty much how we met. And then in the next map, we decided not to go against each other because we barely even raided each other's bases at all. If we found one of each other's bases, we wouldn't raid it. So I was just all like, you know what? Let's just be friends this map, and let's try and grind this map.
All right. Question 4. Where did you get the name Bmxboarder?
This is a common one. So I remember one day I was bored, and it was summer, and I think it was the summer of when I was in only 4th grade, and I was moving on to 5th, and it was like the first month of summer I passed by, and I was just so bored of playing, on the PS3, and I just got so bored, and I was like, wait, I have a Minecraft account, and so I asked my mom to set it up, and it took us about 3.5 days to set up because we couldn't find the password to my old account. So my mom was just all like, you know what, this is getting frustrating, so I'm just going to buy you a new account. And what I remember back then was I used to love to skateboard a lot. I even broke my wrist skateboarding, actually. I might do a story on that, but so it just hit me, and I was like, I had a BMX bike, but I really don't ride it that much, but I love to skateboard, so I came up with the name BMX, and then like the skateboarder, so I just put in Bmxboarder, and I thought that sounded kind of catchy, so that's how I came up with the name.
Don't be a hater, be a skater.
Yep.
Alright, here's another one. How did you know about Prime MC? What introduced you to Prime?
Well, I know this may make me sound like a fanboy, but I used to tell people that I got it off Mindlist or some other website, but I was just too embarrassed to tell the truth, but I guess I'm just going to come out now. I used to be a really big Zexy Zek fanboy, and I saw him do his trolling video, and I wanted to go on to their prison server, and I went on to their prison server, and it was kind of boring, and then I found out they had factions, and after I learned what factions was and building bases and stuff like that, I learned about all that stuff, so I just decided, you know what, let's just play some factions, and I really enjoyed it, and I think about a month after I started playing the server, I decided to buy rank, and that's how I have champion rank now.
Alright, here's the next question. Is there any other server you play aside from Badlion and Prime MC?
This kind of question really hits me right now because I kind of really can't think of any other server that I play on except for just PvP servers. I like to play on the server Kohi, It's called Kohi. The IP is kohi.us, and I got introduced to it by Mew, and I also play on a few canoning servers.
Alright. Here's the last question I heard from King Blood himself. He wanted to wonder this. How old are you?
I am 12 years old.
12 years old? Alright. Well, GG.
Is that all the questions you have?
Yeah. I'll start up a Q&A part 2 another time. I'll send the link to the description in the video.